What's up, everybody? This is John with iRacing, bringing this video as a tutorial about how to work on our new pattern set that we just released. Um, that will be coming out about the same time this video will. This tutorial is here just to show you how to use our patterns, the layers and where to put them at, how to use mask and how to size them appropriately, and also how to do a spec map when you put the pattern on. So let's jump right into it. So we're going to start over here with our iRacing side. This is our template 008 for the next gen Camaro. Very nice template here. And I've got our website on the side just because this is a great time to advertise our website. Boom. What we're going to do is apply this pattern that will be coming out pretty soon here, part of our 90s theme. And we're going to apply it, and I'll show you how to use the layers and layer mask to put it where you want it to go. So jump over here to our Photoshop. When you open this 90s pattern that will be coming out, or any pattern, it's going to look something about like this. I've included directions here for you to follow. However, they're kind of vague, I'll admit, but I tried typing out more and it became a book, and videos are easier to follow than this will be. So use this video instead if that's what you like to do. So this is what it's going to look like. I'll just walk you through what it is here first. When you open this, we'll take the directions off. This is a pattern that's going to be our 90s one pattern. There's going to be 5 of these I think I'm working on 4 more right now. That should be coming out sequentially right behind it. This is going to be the color of the pattern itself. So these lines here, that is going to be this color here. If we wanted to change it, we double click this box. Let's change it to, I don't know, like a green color. You can see it changes there. I think the 90s vibe is all light, almost pastel colors, so we'll keep it with that for now. This right here is going to be your pattern itself. So to change the sizing of this pattern, you're going to double click on this gray box with an arrow right here, and it's going to bring up this here. From here, you can change the angle, so it gives you a little bit of variety there. You can change the scale, which is going to change the size of it. There's a few ways you can do this. You can type in a number. You can use this slider here to scale it. That's too big. Or the method I generally use when I'm making stuff is click it inside this box so it's blinking, and then you use your wheel to scroll. Seems to be the easiest. And then hit OK. These gold here, these are literally just the background color. You won't have to worry about those. That's just kind of to help you figure out your design process and what looks good with what, and colors mix and matching. So we're not going to really worry about those, more just for looks here. So in order to get this to our template, what we are going to do is highlight the pattern color and this 90s pattern here. And what you could also do is just highlight this folder here, but we'll just highlight both of these. Right click, you're going to hit duplicate layer, and let's send it over to the Camaro 008 template. And it popped up way up here because I was trying to get a spec map together before this. But let's say we just want it on the white. I'm going to put it right over top of this base color here. And then it's only going to show up on the white. So when I save it, it will look like this. Pretty neat. However, let's make some changes really quick. I don't like it being so big, so again, I'm going to hit that, double click on it. I'm going to scale this down to about 15. I think it's a good number for it. Save it again. And once you scale it down, this is what it's going to look like at that 15 that we put it at. My audio cut out after I didn't realize it until I finished recording the entire video, so I'm having to re-record this, and sorry for that weird cut there. But let's say we want to put this inside of this yellow layer here only and not inside of the white. What we would have to do is go back over to our Photoshop file, and once we're in here, we're going to find our patterns that we have here. Pattern, color. These two always travel together. So I already got them selected. I'm just going to take them and drag them above the yellow. Now they're covering the whole thing. We don't want that, So what you're going to do is select this one only by clicking on it. You're going to hold Control and click on the box of the layer that you want it to go in. And it should highlight it like this. Then we're going to click on this button here, which is a layer mask button, and it puts it right inside there. So once it's inside there, we can save it, and let's see what it looks like on our car. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that. Again, website, advertising. Boom. Now for the last step of this might be a bit more advanced, but it's not really. It's just something you learn once and you can keep doing it again and again. We're going to actually use a spec map to apply like a chrome look almost to these lines here only, and not the whole pattern, not the whole car, just the lines here. And we'll probably just matte this black out to give it some contrast and leave the white and everything else alone for this video. So I'll show you how to do that. Let's go back over to our Photoshop file. Once we are here, you're going to want to set up your spec map document, or your spec map itself in here. I've already put the layers that we need. You're going to need a pattern layer for sure, just for your pattern alone. And then we're only going to mess with the shading. I guess I called it shadow here for some reason. The black and this logo here, because I decided to leave this in for the video, because that's, again, website. Check it out. So I've already done these beforehand just so I can kind of speed up this process a little bit. What you're going to want to do, here's the only really tricky part about this whole thing. Once you have your pattern, that's where you want it, the size you want it, and everything looks good with it, you're going to right click here and then convert to smart object. Once you do this, you cannot change the size of this object. If you change it, you're going to have to restart, put the pattern in again, do the mask again. You can still change the color. That's fine. But you cannot change the size. So what we're going to do is Control and click on this, and it's going to highlight our entire pattern. Have our paint bucket selected and make sure it's set to black. And just come in here and paint it inside of our patterns. Make sure you click on patterns first and then paint inside, and it should load inside there for you. And I hit Control D to deselect. And I'm going to do the same thing with all these layers, but I'm going to speed it up a little bit here.
That's what I call music, volume 2 on CD or cassette. Call now.
Okay, once those are all done, I'm going to select all the ones we just worked on, hold Alt and drag it down to the channel roughness. Normally you would also do this for the blue as well. For this video, I'm not, just so you get the idea of applying the spec map here. So again, I want this logo to be gloss. I want this black to be matte color. Shadows can be gloss, and the pattern we want chrome. So I'm gonna go ahead and set those values now. I'll put the link in the bio what values you should be setting at.
To order, call the number on your screen or send check or money order for $15.98 for cassette.
All right, now once we have that in here, we're going to just save it again. And that is going to save to our iRacing, which gives it this gloss type, or I'm sorry, chrome type look just on the part that we wanted here. Just on the pattern, everything else is the same. iRacing Paint Booth does not do a great job showing you the gloss look. Let me change this to red 1 second. Okay, I changed this to red just so you can kind of see the chrome just a little bit better. It's just still not great in this paint booth, but trust me, on the track it comes out just like you want it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you apply our patterns that we have and also add a spec map to that pattern. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and visit our website to get this pattern and many more that are coming. So until next time.